You know, even through all the crap that Canadians went through and what we're going through continuously, and how the people that are in government have let us down, even through all of that, no offense to the allies out there, but Canada is still the best country in the world, period. No matter what. And you know why? Because of Canadians. Because in the end, there's a government, we need governance. But the Canadian people, we're awesome. And we really are. Okay? Especially the good ones. The bad ones, they're pretty good too. Although they need to be spanked once in a while. But they're still pretty good. If they're Canadians. Because to be a Canadian is to be a guy that holds the door open, you know, welcomes immigrants into their country like they welcomed my father, my mother. And yeah, some of them, you know, made fun of the way my mother didn't speak English and stuff like that. And some people might have judged her and that. But most Canadians, when I grew up, because I'm first generation Canadian, beautiful. Best country in the world, hands down, because of the people. There's something about Canada and its people. And I guess, the only thing I could think of is that the Canadians were raised with Christian values, I guess. And I guess that embedded in them to be loving and respectful. And, yeah, man. Again, the governance, there's an issue in governance. But the Canadian people, don't forget who you are. You guys are beautiful, next level. The truckers, blue-collar guys, but even the doctors, all of you, man. If you truly know what it's like to be a Canadian, then you're beautiful. Peace.
Oh, Canada, you have inundated me, overwhelmed me with messages and comments of love and kindness and politeness. Do you know how refreshing it is to read on social media comments that include the words thank you and please? Nothing attracts me more to a people than kindness. So I wanted to say thank you. And tell me more about you. Do you come here often?
There are some hot takes on our trip to Canada. For reference, we have been in Vancouver, Whistler, and now we are in Banff. And these are just some things we've observed, good and bad. First things first, this is a personal preference. I do not think anyone in Canada should be wearing flip-flops. We're in Banff right now. I have seen so many people wearing flip-flops in 50-degree weather.
And now, it's 43.
And it's 43. Yeah, it's insane to me. I think flip-flops should be banned unless you're at a pool or a spring or a hot tub. Like, that makes sense, or a sauna or a spa. But not just like walking in the street. Like, it's weird. Number 2, Canadians are so nice. We were obviously kind of worried with the state of the U.S.
We never met any Canadians,
well,
all from out of the country.
Yeah, but any of the Canadians we have met have been so nice to us. But Baz brings up the third point. A lot of expats, a lot of Australians, especially.
The Aussies.
Baz has taken a notice to that.
Love the Aussies.
We love the Aussies. Number 4, public transportation, walking, gondolas, really, really big here. And obviously we've enjoyed that because we don't walk enough where we live. Last but certainly not least, and by far my favorite, the Asian food here is out of this world. There's so many options, so many people of Asian descent here. We ate at my bucket list restaurant in Vancouver, Din Tai Fung, and we've ate at so many like hole-in-the-wall places here. It has been so good, so good.
My employees are still Aussies.
Yeah,
Kidding.
there are.
Asians.
I'd say it's a good mix.
No, they're Asians.
I think we're gonna go back to Vancouver. So this one can do the Lululemon race, but Banff was beautiful, Whistler was beautiful, but personally I'm good on both.
As a Frenchman who lives in Toronto, everybody asks me where I want to live later on in life. And I'm always like, guys, Toronto is not that bad. I know it's expensive and everything, but I'm a gay black guy, and with my partner, we want to have kids. Where is it in the world that I can go where it's going to be as good as here? That's the thing a lot of people don't get, is that Canada, for a lot of us, is the final destination because of how inclusive it is. When you're LGBTQ or like when you're a person of color, Toronto is like one of the most diverse city in the world. Like 1 out of 2 person in Toronto is a POC. Imagine how good it's gonna be if, you know, for my kids to grow up here, if they're adopted, wherever they come from. And again, having gay parents and stuff. And there are not that many countries that do that. Maybe what, Spain, Northern European countries, maybe. I know there are some immigrants like that come here and just want to stay a couple of years, but some of us, it's the dream destination and it's the perfect place and life is good. I'm so tired of Canada hate on social media. Like, life is pretty good. Yeah, I gotta work super hard to survive. Yeah, my rent is expensive. I'm willing to compromise on all of the things so I can actually live in a world where I feel actually safe and accepted.
Hello everyone, my name is Rose, and if you ever thought Canada was just America's quiet neighbor, think again. The moment you look a little closer, Canada starts to feel less like a country and more like a strange planet hiding in plain sight. First, there is this sheer size. Canada is so enormous that you can drive for hours and still feel like you haven't gone anywhere. Some places are so remote that nature seems to have completely taken over. Then you have cities that feel modern, multicultural, and futuristic, all inside the same country. And then there is the weather. Canada can go from beautiful sunshine to brutal cold that makes you question every decision that brought you inside. Canadians somehow walk through freezing temperatures as if it's completely normal. For the rest of the world, watching someone casually say, "It's a little cold today," while the temperature is below freezing, can feel like witnessing alien behavior. But perhaps the strangest thing about Canada is the people. Canadians have developed a reputation for being incredibly polite. Even when they are completely disagreeing with you, you could almost start an argument with a Canadian and somehow receive an apology before the argument is even finished. As we continue with this discussion, let's hear what other people have to say.
No, I won't lie. Being in Canada it's an extreme sport. That's what I've realized. I've been here 2 years now. It's currently summer. The summer is beautiful. When summer comes, Canada feels it's not the same country in summer. When you come here and summer hits, it's like, oh, like you actually believe that this place is livable, and then you forget about the winter that's coming. Winter is coming. You forget about how insane them cold days are. For 7 months you're suffering. For 7 months you're in the pits. But when the summer hits, it's like I didn't appreciate the sun as much as I do now. Back in the South, the sun was every day, bro. You're like, hey man. But here's a different chat. You have to be outside on summer because you know winter is coming. This place, we hold onto summer like it's a gift, bro. We have to spend. You have to appreciate it because this place will make. Oh, I'm so scared. It's unacceptable. How the sun can be so beautiful and then in a few weeks from now I know what's coming. No, like I'm actually scared. Like the tears already rolling thinking about the winter that's about to happen. Right? You know, let me just be in the moment. The sun is here. It's a great day. Oh, I won't lie. Canada's making me crazy. But let's go enjoy the day, yeah?
As a French guy who's been living in Canada for 12 years, everybody asks me, don't you miss the food from France? And I think there is a bit of a misconception here. I actually think Toronto is at the same level as France when it comes to food. And I'm not talking about French food. Obviously, France is the best country for French food. Probably one of the best countries for Italian food as well, just because of the proximity and the quality of ingredients. Vegetables taste better, food tastes better. But after living in Toronto, what I call good food is the diversity. The amount of different cuisine I'm able to discover. For example, we have Chinese food in France, but it's literally 3 dishes, and these are the most westernized dishes you can imagine. Nothing compares to how incredible Toronto is for that and how like authentic it is. One thing I will give to France though is the supermarket experience. This is peak supermarket experience in terms of diversity of food, like all the different type of chips you get, different type of cookies you get, different type of yogurt. Oh my god, if you go to France, go to the supermarket and go to the yogurt section, your jaw will drop.
I'll tell you something that surprised me about Canada. The size of the place. When I first got here, I was like, I'll spend some time in Toronto, then I'll just make my way to Vancouver. Like it was a short drive away. I didn't even realize it was a whole different time zone when I first got here. What you mean I need to get a plane? My boys from back home were like, yeah, we'll visit you in Canada. And once we're done in Toronto, we'll head over to Alberta. And I was like, how are you going to get there? The guy said by train. I was like, wait, what? By train? Does it even go by train? But forgive us though. There's like 4 places Brits know before they even move here. Montreal, Toronto, Vancouver, Alberta. I think there's an assumption that they're all quite relatively close. Like the UK doesn't have different time zones. So bear with us Canadians, we're learning. Though with that said, I was making a list of all the places I want to visit in Canada. Funnily enough, they are Alberta, Vancouver and Montreal. So I wonder if I'm missing anything on that list. Okanagan. Okanagan.
And just when you think you understand Canada, you discover something else that makes you say, wait, what? There are massive lakes that look like oceans, forests stretching further than the eye can see, wildlife wandering through areas where people actually live, and cities where cultures from around the world have somehow blended together. Canada can feel familiar and completely foreign at the same time. Maybe that's why visitors sometimes describe Canada as a different planet. It has the technology and modern cities of the developed world, the wilderness of another era, weather that can be absolutely unforgiving, and its culture that seems determined to remain uniquely Canadian. So perhaps Canada isn't just America's neighbor. Maybe Canada really is its own strange little planet. And honestly, that's exactly what makes it fascinating. What do you think about today's video? Please share in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next one.